Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to take a look at the Age of Justice DLC. Not all of it, but just a few of the missions in the War-Torn Village. Basically, there was two new open world areas that have been added into the game. There's a War-Torn Village, and there's the War-Torn Area 51. For some reason, the devs decided to make the War-Torn Village available to everyone. So even if you have so as soon as your character reaches level 10, you gain access to the War-Torn Village, even if technically you're not at the appropriate level. So let's go take a look. So you have a little box here if you need to repair your gear when you start. But there's another one later down the mission, so I'll show it to you. So as you see, there's various NPCs that gives you missions. For some reason, I already have the Hawkman mission. I don't remember. No, I can't see which one it is. Oh, I'm so sad now. Okay, let's take the mission from our friend Lady Blackhawk. Also, I took this mission too. One is actually a bounty. There's 4 bounties that you can that you need to find. There's Solomon Grundy, Eclipso, Gentleman Ghost, and Ultra Humanite. And there's another mission that gives you a mission where you need to defeat 411 enemies. So let's take the mission from our friend here. So again, here you have the little box if you need to repair, or if you need to sell or purchase some colas. And you have the vendor for this mission, for this area, which sells you the Age of Justice equipment. I'll probably make a video just for the vendor at some point. So let's take a look at the missions we have. So the first mission is Seek and Destroy. So as I mentioned, you need to defeat 411 enemies. It's pretty much that simple. Could have sworn I'm missing a mission. Oh, I'll take a look at it in a bit. So the Firewalker, I need $2 of fire from spreading around the castle, and I need to defeat Savage Flame Troopers. Here I need to help injured allies. And here's the bounties. So as you can see, you need to defeat Solomon Grundy, Gentleman Ghost, Ultra Humanite, and Eclipso. And for those, you need to be a full group. If you go there by yourself, you're gonna die pretty quick. So as you can see, my Captain America has been raised to combat rating 186. So 186 is the minimum you can be in this mission. Although if your character is a higher level than that, like if you're 190 something, you're still going to be 190 something. And you can see my stats have been increased accordingly. And since this is a PvE map, the toughness and the dominance, I'm not sure why the dominance. Anyway, the toughness hasn't been increased, and neither is as the PvP combat rating. I could have sworn there was 3 missions here. I guess I'm mistaken. So we have Hawkman, Lady Blackhawk, our friend the Trooper. We have the Commander Pierce. Oh, here he is. I knew I was forgetting one.
Your success is vital to the war and for my survival. The more you succeed, the better my chances.
And for this one, come on. We have to find 5 enemies that are disguised. Let's start with that. Essentially, you need to go around and take a look at these soldiers, and some of them will actually turn out to be spies. Let's pull back a bit. There we go. I could probably use my advanced mechanics, but I kind of like using the shield to fight. That's the main reason I created this character, is to be able to use the shield. So I only use my advanced mechanics when I really have to. Which could happen on this map. If I end up fighting too many enemies, I could need to switch to the advanced mechanic. So as you see, as I defeat enemies on the map, the counter for the 411 mission goes up.
How did you find me out?
Oh, actually, doesn't seem to. Okay. And here's our last spy. I guess it's pretty cool to be able to fight in World War II with our Captain America character, which is something I have to admit I never really expected to do. So we could return to the Savage Defector. Oh, let's do that. We'll do the other missions after. Let's go see our little friend here. So as you see, he's giving us war bonds. We're not getting marks of victory though, because we're not. This is not really our combat rating, so we don't seem to be allowed to gain marks of victory. So no marks of victory for our character here, but we can start gathering war bonds. So let's go help some injured troopers. So as you can see, some of those enemies are a little tough on my poor combat rating 186 character. All the NPCs seems to be pretty much 10 combat rating above my character. Although it's a bit misleading, like characters like, let's say, Solomon Grundy will be combat rating 186 also. But it's combat rating 186 for a group of 8 players. And in some cases, like Eclipso, in some cases like Eclipso, even with 8 players, Eclipso is pretty tough to defeat. So let's help our friend here.
Better already. Gonna go punish those fascist pigs.
And also you can start gathering collections. There's quite easy to gather collections here. They spawn pretty quickly and pretty regularly. So even if there's other players on the map, you should be able to get at least some collections. The Savage Commandos seems to be a little tougher. For a low-level character, this is probably a good map to practice counter moves. Oh, the medic decided to join the fray.
Somebody help me! I'm down. Medic! Thanks, soldier. I think I can make it from here.
Let's grab the collection before we continue the good fight. Let's grab some more. So as you can see, collections spawn at a few key places around the map.
Scanning.
And as you can see, the counter for defeating 411 enemies does not go up that quickly. Enemies are spread pretty much all over the place, although there is one place where you can go to be able to farm that mission a little faster. Of course, the obvious trick is to gather 8 players, and with 8 players you clear the map pretty quickly and the counter should go up pretty fast. But gathering a group can be a little challenging sometimes. So if you want to do the mission without a group, I'll try to show you a spot where you can go to do the mission a bit faster.
Somebody help me! I feel better already. Gonna go punish those fascist pigs.
So we'll do the 3rd mission. I'm pretty sure there's some... let's go gather a collection. For the other mission, I have to take out fires like that. Extinguish fires, I should say. No. And there's 4 investigations like that you need to gather, or that you can gather. So that's it for the fires. So all we need right now is the troopers. There's quite a few missions on this map. From what I understand, there's something like 3 different missions per NPC. Like apparently there's 9 random missions that you can get on this map. So I assume it's just 3 per NPC, unless it's 9 for each NPC, which would surprise me a bit, but you never know. So all players should have access to this map all the way up to July 1st. Oh, and there's a bounty. Let's go see which bounty it is. So as you can see, there's the evil Eclipso. So as you saw, there's the evil Eclipso, and Eclipso has a pretty long range. Usually when we just stand in the doorway, the NPCs do not attack us. But Eclipso is pretty much the exception. As soon as you poke your nose in the doorway, well, you saw what happened. So let's collect our reward here. And we still need a few flamethrower dude. Let's go that way. Oh, and there's the last collection that I need. Investigation, I mean. No, there we go. So we only needed 1 more of those guys. But before I go see Lady Blackhawk, I'll show you a spot. That's usually a good spot to try to do the 411 NPC mission. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of commandos here. The drawback is that it would be very easy to end up pulling too many enemies. So if you're fighting 1, 2, maybe 3, it's not that big a deal. But if you're fighting half a dozen at once, then it could be a bit of an issue. So I'll probably use the advanced mechanic a bit more. Oh, I forgot. There we go. I need to replace that fear gas by something else. It takes a little too long. Like you get stuck in that animation and I hate that. So here, as you can see, there's a bunch of enemies and they respawn pretty quickly. So you can start by, you clear out those enemies, and then you clear out those enemies, then you come back and you clear out those enemies. So this is pretty much a good spot to try and complete the 411 enemies soldier to defeat.
I'm almost.
Even though it goes a bit faster, it still could take a bit of time, so I won't do that with you guys.
Good gosh almighty, back already.
So we got some Age of Justice loot cache. Out of the 3 missions, 2 of them only give war bonds, and the third one will actually give you some loot cache. And of course, if your character is actually really 186 or higher, you will also get marks of victory from those missions. So let's go see what we got in our loot cache. As you can see, I already have a pair of boots from the last time I was here. So let's see what's in the box right now. Let's go for the plan. So it gives us a plan with the choice between 2 rewards. Here I decided to go for the plan. And also it gives us an equipment box. So let's see what's in the box. Actually some nice boots again. Oh well. I could probably go for the tactical utility belt, but let's go for the boots. Even though I already have a pair of boots. So as you can see, I already had some max item level 162 boots. Those are max level 163. For the characters to get the max level, I think your character needs to be combat rating 186 or something. Below that, it will scale according to the combat rating of your character. And I guess that's going to be it for now. Let's go back to my base. So let's collect the collections I don't have. So you can see it's a set of 16 collections. I remember when I thought that 12 collections were a little too much, and now they went and raised it to 16. So I consumed those that I didn't have. For the rest, I'll sell them. I'm not sure how much I'll get for them. And just for the kicks, I'll show you what the boots. So once you get your boots, I'm wondering if I should consume that. So once you consume the boots, it will ask you to choose between either controller boots or DPS boots. So let's go for the controller boots. So right now at the combat rating that my character is, you can see the boots are item level 70. So I got 10 extra combat rating from my boots. So my combat rating is now 79. I'll keep those boots for a bit later if I need them. For now, I should be okay like that. Oh, and I got mail, which is what I was waiting for. So I completed the collection, the investigations on the war-torn map. So let's see what the reward we got. So we got a Baron von Savage portrait. Let's go and show you what it looks like. I don't want to consume it with this character. Pretty sure I'm not going to put it in my base, but I can still show you what the portrait actually looks like. Not a bad base item, but it's something I would put in a villain base more than anything else. I guess I could find an excuse to put it in a hero base, but nah. And as you can see, if you decide not to keep it, you can get a bit of money for it. Oh, and I'll show you the icy window. The icy window is an actual nice item. Oh, I'm a bit surprised. There should be some for sale. I guess not. Oh yeah, and there's let's sell the collections we didn't need. It'll give us an idea, $250. Some of those collections are pretty worthless because they're pretty common. And by now, the DLC has been out for 2 weeks, so by now pretty much everyone has those collections. And $70. Oh well. So I guess that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching. Oh, just a reminder. So basically, the war-torn area of the map of the Age of Justice DLC will be open to all players until July 1st. So even if your character is only leveled, as soon as your character reaches level 10, you should gain access to that map. And that's pretty much it. So that's it for now, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.